Hey guys, it's X-Man here reviewing Concrete Jungle for the PS2. You can already see that the graphics are pretty good. This game was made in 2004, right after Alien vs. Predator came out. They needed a Predator game, and Sierra came out of the dark to do the job. In my opinion, they did a pretty good job. Now right here, he's going to use this little medical kit thing, which you can only use 3 times each level, so you gotta make it last. Here it's raining, and obviously you can't use the stealth in the rain, so you're pretty much screwed there. Here's some guys that come out you have to fight. You can already see the combat's pretty fluid. The gameplay's all fluid, which is a really big thing. Now you can do a lot of different combos. There's no set combos. You just do anything you want with them. And here you can come up behind this guy and do an execution. It tells you how to do a few things like this in the first level. But if you do all through the tutorials, it tells you how to do everything. It works out pretty well. So you're stealth inside the building, and right here, I'm gonna run. I'm gonna stop so you can see that it blends in pretty good. The game, they really went to detail with this game, so you can see when he moves, it really starts to show up. And here it is going off in the rain. You'll see a lot of things they went into detail on it. Apparently, Predator's really heavy. And here we have a trophy room where you can see the skulls of defeated bosses, aka worthy opponents. And you can see it has their name and description, and their rank if they have one. To the right, those red things, those are rewards, which, if you get them, give you upgrades like for your health, your power, and how much ammo you can hold for a weapon. Of course, I already have all the skulls and awards because I already beat the game. There's a similar area for your weapons. So here's this little menu you can use by pressing select. You can choose what weapons you use, what items you use, etc. Of course, I don't have very many because it's early in the game. Now in the church, I'm going to show you some executions, which you do by sneaking up behind the person. They can't know you're there, or else you can't do the execution. And you'll see that skull with blue around it that pops up, and you press circle to do an execution when that comes up. What execution you do depends on whether you have your wrist blades out or not. So you'll do execution with your wrist blades if you have them out, and with your bare hands if you don't. And you can see there's people shooting at me because they know I'm there, they just can't see me. Stealth is a big thing in this game. In fact, if you're seen too much, you fail the mission. But they do that in such a way that it's not annoying. It's actually done really well. In this particular level, you have to fight 3 bosses, and in the middle of the screen at the very top you can see the boss's health bar. Now I'm gonna use my plasma caster just to blow a lot of health off at once. Now you'll see if I fire too close to me, it'll hurt me as well. Now you have a limited amount of power in the game. If you run out, then you can't use electrical items like the smart disc, the plasma caster, or the stealth. And using the plasma caster really blows a lot of power off. So don't do it too much. However, if you do run out of power, it'll recharge to at least 20, which can really save your butt in some ways. But if you need to recharge it fully, there are some power boxes scattered around the levels. but you can only use those once. Now you'll see I'm locking onto him, and if it's in red then I'm holding L1. If it's in blue then it's just doing that automatically. Now you'll see these guys on their knees. That means I can rip their skulls out. Now I'll run around for a second, and the skull will still be in my hand. That's a little thing they left for detail. And it doesn't matter what position you do it in. In fact, if you do it from a different angle, it'll be different with each angle. Now here's a cutscene. Now the narration is done really well. It's well written, and the dialogue themselves for the characters really gives each character a very different personality. They really worked on it, they really did a good job. Even the Predator himself has his own little personality, even though he doesn't talk. The game has a pretty good storyline, and it's actually pretty interesting at times. And as you can see, it has subtitles, which I really like, in case I have to have the volume turned down. Here we are, I'm using the medical thing. And it restores you to full health, but then of course, once again, you can only use it 3 times in each level. Now you can see that I'm having a little bit of trouble with the camera. That's because I haven't played the game in a while, and I was just playing it again to do this review. So, I have some trouble with it sometimes. But otherwise, the camera is really good. It's a really good distance. It's a really good angle. They really worked on the camera, which also is another big thing that can be really annoying in some games. Now, as you'll see here, the game has the ragdoll physics. I don't know if they use the Havoc system or what they use, but I really like the ragdoll physics personally, as long as it's used right. Now, when you look at this level, you'll see that it looks open-ended. It looks like it could be a free roam game, even though it's not, which is really the only problem I have with this game. The fact that it very well could have been a free roam game, and it's not. Otherwise, they did a very nice job. And you'll see here that I have very good mobility. I can just leap right to the top of that building. And you have the markers that tell you where to go, so it's pretty simple. Now there's going to be a cutscene come up right after this fight, and after the cutscene, it's going to tell me that there's a bonus mission on this level. Other than the first level, it will never tell you there's a bonus mission. The bonus missions will usually be marked like this one is, but sometimes they're not, and you have to find them yourselves. Now here I'm going to flay him, which only happens a few times in the game, but that's a good thing because that's something you don't want to overdo. So when you complete a bonus mission, it'll give you an award, which of course give you upgrades. Now here we have a bit of a chase scene, which if you know what you're doing, you should be able to keep up pretty well. You'll see sometimes I get in front of him and I have to let him pass me. But don't feel bad if you fall to the side sometimes, because that just happens sometimes. Now here up at this fight scene, you'll see I'm going to switch through the different vision modes. And there's 3 different vision modes, including the famous thermal vision. Overall, this is a very good game, and if you want to be Predator, this is the way to go. It's definitely worth the money. Thank you for watching my video. If you like it, please subscribe. Thank you.